Righty. Okay. All good.
Keep going, Crystal.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt.
Okay, so my meeting with Mark Hayes isn't until the end of the month. So I've got some time to wait. And then it almost seems like in the instructions, I'm not supposed to set something up with Fiona. And is it Greg?
Yeah, Greg and Fiona. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not supposed to set anything up with them until I talk to Mark. So my problem right now is that I have finally completed my website for the resort, and I'm so wanting to dive in, but I'm kind of feeling like I'm not really sure. I'm feeling like I need some help with my next steps here. I was going to go and try and go to your website just so I can start getting some ideas on what I'm supposed to be doing next here. Yep. And my other question is my squeeze page. I'm understanding that I should do that on Simply, am I saying that right?
Simple lead capture?
Yeah, Simple lead capture for my squeeze page. Like, is that my landing page?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay. Because I'm really ready to rock here and I want to get things going, and I don't want to wait a week and a half.
Yeah.
Because I find that Bing ad is sort of dying out. It's sort of, I'm spending more money and getting less leads. So,
okay.
How many leads are you up to? So you're up to about 200 leads now.
Yeah, well, I've been having all kinds of problems. That's the other thing. Like when I got off the call with you guys last week, I did go and hook up the Aweber, but somehow I messed everything up, and I'm not sure how. I've had the SFM tech team trying to help me test. I've had Aweber tech team trying to help me. So I've got leads. I don't know if I'm getting all my leads anymore. Some are going one place, some are going another. We may have gotten to the bottom of it yet here. This morning. Yes. So I haven't had time to look into it yet because I just got in the door from a 4-H meeting. And so now I've got all these tests on there. So I don't know exactly how many leads I actually have, but it's showing 219 right now. But there's probably, I bet you 6 or 7 of those are just testing to try and figure out what the problem is.
Yeah.
So about 210 maybe.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Okay. Awesome.
Which is great, which is amazing. I think that you should be booking a call with Greg and Fiona because there is a bit of a lead time, right, between you actually getting that coaching call because they're so incredibly busy. So I think go and have a look at that calendar.
Yeah.
And I would schedule a call now today.
Okay.
And
so I'm not going to get in trouble for doing that.
No. Just go ahead and do that. And honestly, by the time you get your Mark Hayes call, then you might get Greg and Fiona. I'm not sure what the wait time is. So you're better off doing that. And I think be conscious about that as well as you progress, that I think once you get off a call, book another call with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Definitely.
So that you may maintain that momentum, but also get into them as well. I think that's really important. So do that, book your call. The Mark Hayes meeting is to progress. So is that sort of to progress?
It's the Q1. Meeting, and I don't even know what that means.
Okay. So Q1 really is all about your first 3 months. So you know how you had your initial call with Mark and you submitted your business plan? Yeah. So this is Q1 catch up with him about your business plan, where you're at now, how you're progressing, that sort of thing. So honestly, I don't think that you need to wait for Greg and Fiona. That's just our personal opinion. I think if you can get into them even before Mark's call, I would definitely do that.
For sure.
Yeah, because you have already progressed.
It kind of seems like on the instructions from Mark, it's almost like, it sounds like he's almost giving you permission after the Q1 call for Greg and Fiona, which it's kind of worded that way. And so that's kind of what's made me sort of like, whoa, I better not. But then I did go and play around and I'm like, oh, I can book a meeting with Greg and Fiona. I don't need Mark's help.
Yes.
So
go for it.
Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they'll be very interested in how you've gone and set up Bing yourself. You've run a campaign yourself. You've been in contact with Bing themselves. You've got leads. You've set up Aweber. I mean, they're going to be really, really pleased with how you've gone, honestly. Yeah. And they will be able to help you now progress and move into whichever direction you want to go. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And this is going to take you to another level. Their expertise, their coaching, there's 2 of them, incredibly dynamic and successful. And so that's really going to take you to another level and to progress further. So that's very exciting.
Yeah, sure
Wonderful.
is.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Yeah, it was so nice to get that resort, upset out of the way. I don't know if you guys ever want to get a chance to take a look at it.
Yes.
And see.
I'm gonna actually, can you just share screen, Chris, and let's take a look now.
Okay, let's do it.
Good job on getting that done.
Yeah. Oh, what a huge job. I got it set up with the secure HTTPS as well. Like I'm still doing all these things and got it set up with malware through GoDaddy so that everything's safe and protected and our customers are protected, which is nice.
Wonderful.
Awesome. Good on you. You have learned a lot.
Oh, I have, but my brain is pretty full.
Okay, what's the web address?
Okay, so it's I guess it would be www.anchorin, so ANCHOR, anchorin, INN, resort.ca.
I have very slow internet here, so you'll just have to be patient while it actually comes up. Wow, look at this. Awesome. I love that. I love this. This is great.
So one of the things that I found is when I picked the theme, I didn't realize that I couldn't put a menu across the top. And I do get concerned about that because my audience is a little bit older. They would be, say, so my menu's all at the bottom.
Okay.
So if you scroll to the bottom, and so I'm going to put another, so, but the thing is that older people, they don't think to go and check. So I'm going to put I did actually last night, but it obviously didn't save, right under where it says, please take a look around.
Yeah.
So go ahead and scroll down into the menu.
Yep.
And then, click on the 4-season cabin. Like, you do realize that's a menu, right? Like, that's what I worry about, is that people aren't going to realize.
That's a point, Crystal. Yeah, I think you've raised a very valid point there. And
I'm kind of concerned, but I don't know.
That looks great.
Oh man, you've done an awesome job. It's fantastic.
Well, and each one of those items in that menu, including this link at the bottom here, all that stuff is basically pages like this, and it's just a massive amount of work.
Wow.
Yes, it's huge. But you've done an awesome job.
Yeah.
And I love all the photos you've put in there too.
Yeah, great stuff.
And you've just organized it so very structured, which I love. So that appeals to my visual sense as well. Okay. The way you've sort of structured all of your photos there. They're not randomly put there. It's all that's just my visual favor structure. That's I think it looks great.
Yeah.
It looks awesome. You've done a good job. I think you're right about the menu being up that top, because they're so conditioned to look for a menu up the top, aren't they?
That's right. So I am concerned, and I mean, after all the work I've gone through, I can't change the theme. So I'm going to put a little note there at the bottom of the pictures on the main page, just saying to go ahead. I don't know why this page has trouble loading the pictures. It's very strange, because sometimes it loads the pictures and sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know if I need to like redo the page, because if there's like a glitch or something, but there's the same amount of pictures on this page as there were. Oh, there they are.
Yeah, it's just going to take time. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe put a little blurb on my lead page saying, please scroll to bottom for menu. Yeah. And then at least then it's, see, even the top text under the pictures isn't showing. So I don't know. It's having trouble on that page for some reason.
Okay.
I don't know why. It's the only page I am. So I also uploaded YouTube videos for fish cleaning on one of the pages. So I learned how to do that. I linked Google Map on my directions page. And so I've learned a lot, but I've spent a lot of hours as well.
But you will,
but the beauty?
Yeah, you'll reap the rewards for doing that down the track.
No, it's wonderful. And then I went on Google last night just because there was no website for the last almost 2 or 3 weeks. I think that they kind of said on there that, there's no information. So I went in there and I owned the site, and I got ads going, and I got an ad going for Google for it, just a little one, just like a $2 a day kind of thing. So I'm learning now the Google part of it. Then I went into Facebook and created an ad there. So I kind of, just good little cheap ads, just because I'm only advertising really for Alberta.
Yeah.
So
that's great. That's I really awesome. Like the videos. I think we should have a video page, Chris.
Yeah. Great idea, Trish.
I really like that.
People, I mean, I'm not a fisherman, but people like
they'll love that. They'll love that. And I love your humor that you bring into your page as well.
Yeah.
I think that's really, really
I
cool.
love it.
You've done a great job. And let's have a look at the contact us page. The directions. Sorry. Have you already clicked? Sorry, the directions.
No. Wow. Really impressive, Crystal. Really, really impressed.
A lot of work.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't get Google Map in there but that is a link to Google Map.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And that's very clear and obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Lovely.
So that's when I started playing with all this stuff on the left-hand side, whereas there wasn't a lot of information there. So now it's all there. And so I'm feeling really good about
you
that.
Must feel really good. You must feel really good about what you've achieved, because you've got everything in there that you want to get in there. Yeah. And you're not having to rely on updates. You're not having to rely on others to, make design changes.
Yeah.
It is all you have full control now. I think it's just brilliant. Can I have a look at the contact us page, Chris?
Yeah.
It's very user friendly. Oh, that's great.
Good.
That's beautiful. Great. Love that.
Love the photos.
Such a beautiful place.
Yeah, sure does.
It is
amazing.
It is. It's unfortunate though. We've had it for 11 years, and I don't even see the beauty anymore, because to me it's just work. I find it stressful. It's a symbol of stress for me, which is sad. It's sad, but the kids really want to keep it. So we'll see what the future brings. We'll see what the future brings.
That's it. And you've sort of found something that you love doing, and you just never know what can happen there. So you're right. Just see what happens, because it would be a beautiful place to live, I would imagine.
Yes, it is. I mean, it is very remote. There's not even any power out there. We have to produce our own power with batteries and solar panels and generators. We lived there for 7 years in a little trailer.
Oh, wow.
And the trailer just got too small, so we bought an acreage close by. But so I have staff living there, and things seem to be going really good with staff. So if that continues, then I would say, we can continue on. But if staff is an issue, a big issue, but I think I'm set up. So as long as that continues, the stress is under control.
Yeah,
good.
Great.
So
that's great.
hang on to that vision and just maintain that vision, and things will go well. So that's awesome. Beautiful photos, beautiful website. You've done a lot of work, and Chris is right. It just puts you in a great position as you move forward in this business, because it gives you insight on how to do that. And as people come through your team, they're going to want to be able to do something similar, and you've got all that advice and guidance that you can give, all that support as they go through this. So good job. Well done.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's really awesome. Love it.
You should be really pleased.
I'm ready for SFM. I am so ready.
You're such an action taker too, because you commit, you say, you commit, you take action, and you do it, and you see it through. So you should be really proud of that. It's brilliant. And I can see you doing that throughout this whole journey. So you're ready now to work on your SFM website. And I think that you're right by saying start looking at other websites. You can look at ours. You can look at our content and take some of that content, just tweak it a little bit to make it your own. Greg and Fiona is going to be gregandfionascott.uk. So we might put that into the chat box as well. I'll do that.
.co.uk, I think.
Greg and Fiona. I'm on full screen. .co.uk. Greg and Fiona. See where that takes.
I think it might be gregandfionascott.co.uk.
Oh, it is too. Sorry.
Who else is there? Greg and Fiona.
Scott.co.uk.
Actually, we've
then
got
there's
it
the
in
lifestyle team.
Yeah.
We looked at there's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
We looked at there's a lot. We also, how can I get out of the screen? Hang on, I'll just do exit full screen.
What is the lifestyle team? It is.
Yeah, that's a great question, isn't it? Let me just.
Lifestyle by my own design, is it? Yes.
Lifestyle by my own design.
Who are the other ones?
Copy. Yeah, that's going to give you some. Put that into the chat. Paste. You've also got Dan's Scrap the 9 to 5. Is that his Google compliant?
Yeah.
Scrapthe9to5.com.
Yeah.
Actually, he's got a really smart looking page.
That would be great to see.
Scrap the 9 to 5. You've got... Actually, Luke and Brooke are up there on the leaderboard too.
Yes, they are.
Luke and Brooke Parton. He has a... Have you seen his 9 to 5 recently?
No. Is it new, is it? Yeah.
He's just added some interviews that he's done as a bit of a overlay.
Okay. Yes. All right.
Okay, so this is... Let me just see if this is them. Yes, it is.
Who else is up there? Alex. Alex is up there too.
Alex Smale.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm putting some in the chat box there too if you wanted to.
Even just copy and paste them. Copy and paste them onto a Word document, and then you've got them.
Okay, good idea.
Yeah.
alexsmale.com. Let me just... Hold on, I've got another one coming.
The funny part is the website's going to be fairly easy for me now. As far as time wise, I think I'll get it up quite quickly now that I've spent so many hours in there already.
Yes.
But I guess, okay, so this is fantastic, and I am going to go look at all these websites. With the squeeze page, there must be a training or something for that, right? In the simple lead capture, there must be some place that because I have a feeling this website I'm going to get going in the next 2 or 3 days, and then I'm still going to be waiting to talk to Greg and Fiona.
Yeah.
So the squeeze page that's my landing page.
Yep. I think, Crystal, we have some on our members page that you can look at, some training videos on how to create your SLC landing page.
Okay.
Now they've got a number of like templates that you can choose from. I don't know that we've shown that part. So have a look at our training videos in our members area and see what you can figure out, because you're very quick, you pick up things really quickly. And I think if you just saw a couple of things that we were doing, you'd be able to just build your own page out very quickly.
Okay. You know, I've always wanted to go and sort of like go and click on Dan Holloway's stuff and go click on your stuff, but I don't want you to pay for my click. So I don't go. So I haven't seen any ads probably for 2.5 months because I don't want someone to have to pay for my click. So is there an alternative to that? Is there a way to go and check out people's stuff without, having them pay for your click?
Yeah, I will give you one of our current landing pages.
Okay, great. But there would be no way to go see like Dan Holloway's stuff or anyone else's unless you actually talked to them and got them to give you their information.
If you went to their website and there is an opt-in box there, because then you're an organic lead. You're a lead that hasn't come through an advertisement. So if you actually go to their websites, you opt in, you'll become part of their mailing list, which I would recommend you do. And then you will start receiving their follow-up series. So you will
great idea.
receive the correspondence from them. That's going to give you some great content and great ways of being able to do things. So go to those websites, log in, opt in, and that's a way of doing it, and they won't be paying for that.
That's fantastic. Fantastic idea. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, that's wonderful. Great input.
I don't want our other members to feel bad or feel that they're not making as much progress, but understand that I know that I have this window of opportunity right now before the season starts, and I have to pour all myself and everything I've got, and I spend 12 to 14 hours a day on my computer, so that's not going to be able to stay consistent into say April. So I don't want anyone to feel like, maybe they're not making as much progress. That's the reason I'm making the progress, is because I am so ultra ridiculously focused, and I have to be, because I have a window right now. And because I don't want people to be thinking, wow, I'm not making that much progress. Well, it's because I am putting in the time. I'm sacrificing time with my children. I mean, they're here. They know mommy's here. But just to cook a meal is frustrating for me because I know that I have so much to accomplish in such a short period of time. And so
we know exactly. And I want to just acknowledge you for what you've just said there, because it actually is a testament to your character.
Yes.
Because it's actually showing to others that you're supporting their journey as well. And Chris and I felt very similar, so we know exactly where you're at, because we used to also say there are two of us. So don't ever feel that we're, really just getting so much done. It's the fact that we've got two people on this, not just one. And so you're doubling the amount of hours. I also understand the fact that everything else, when you start this journey, is a distraction. And that can be a challenge mentally, psychologically. You feel that everything else is a distraction around you, even cooking a meal. And so again, you as a woman too, you just tend to, we wear lots of different hats: mum, household, running the household, shopping. There is a lot of tasks outside of SFM. Have that time, right? Have that time. Don't be harsh on yourself, because you need to have that time. You need to shop. You will need to spend time with the kids. You will need to. So don't feel guilty when you're in that moment. Be in that moment, okay? Be present. And then when you've got your SFM hat, then you just do it. And you work it. So, but be kind. Chris would always say that to me: be kind on yourself.
Yeah.
And when you're with your children, be with the children.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
but you're doing
absolutely.
awesome. And there are people in this business as well that do take vacation time. So they will take their 4 weeks or 2 weeks vacation time, and they will dedicate it to this business. So there's an incredible burst of activity and action. And I think Gavin McLean, actually, he could be another one that she could search out as well.
Yeah, okay.
He's now achieved 10 for 10. He's got his 10 members. So Gav McLean, he's from the UK contingent. And I know that I was watching a lot of his videos and updates, and he is a school teacher. So he had vacation time, right? So he just, like you, just dedicated all of that time to be getting everything up and running, training, doing what he needed to do. And I think once you've formed the basis, the foundation for it, it's just a matter of tweaking, going back, updating, just spending a few hours a day on your business. So you're doing all the right things, Crystal.
Yeah.
I'm definitely focused, that's for sure, and excited, and it's wonderful.
Yeah,
it is wonderful.
That's awesome.
I got a cat crawling up my leg here.
Oh, that's nice too.
She senses your good energy. Or she
I'm
wants
not sure.
One or the other.
Lifestyle teacher, I think he is. The lifestyle teacher.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
So now, is there any other advice you can give me just to make, set me up as far as what I can accomplish next? Chances are I'm probably not going to do a video on my ad just yet. I do have plans. I'm going to take care of my auntie and uncle's house for 2 weeks. And I'm going to be at their house with their dog by myself for a week anyways, without the kids and my husband. So that's going to be my video week. I'm setting up my camera. I'm getting everything ready, and I'm going to have the house to myself. And I'm just that's going to be my video. But that's not till February 23rd. So up to that point, I'm going to do just text ads.
Good.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Great.
Yes. So my squeeze page, my landing page, and my website, is that all I need?
Yes.
So Aweber, you'll get sorted, because that's all underway now. So you'll get that sorted.
Yes.
So it's Aweber and your website really are the two important things at this stage.
Okay.
And starting to think about your communication with your leads that you already have collected. So start, now they're collected in SFM at the moment, aren't they? They're not over in Aweber just yet, or some are.
Well, yeah, some are, some aren't. I haven't. It looks like I can export them or import them into Aweber, but I'm just scared to do anything until I understand and things are working properly.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I don't know how easy or difficult it'll be to export them or import them in, but I see that I can do that.
Great. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that would be something else that as you progress with Aweber and find out what these glitches are, to actually have your leads sitting in your Aweber account and starting to go through the process of communicating. So even broadcasting to them is a bit of a learning process as well, setting up a broadcast and automating that process, just sending it out to them. So I think that's something else you can start looking at, because you want to build that relationship with them now and start communicating with them. Yeah. Because they would be watching the 7-day video series, or they would have received some of those videos too.
Right. Yeah.
So communicating with them now is another thing that you can start to look at as well. But I think focus is in the right area now. It's about getting your Google compliant website, because that's going to form the basis of everything. Get your Aweber, so that you can start communicating to the leads, especially the ones that you've got now.
Yeah.
Chris, is there anything else?
I think that you're right on track, Crystal, with the website, the landing page. If you come into any difficulty during this week and you want to move forward, just contact us through Messenger, and we can see if we can help you if you come into any problems, because, you know, we don't want you being stuck and having to wait. Because we know how time precious everything is at the moment. So just keep moving forward like you are. And if you've got any questions whatsoever, just pop them in the Messenger, in that little group that we've set up, and we'll get back to you.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Okay.
You've got a lot to do. You've got a lot to look at now.
Do.
You've got,
I do.
and you're in action, right? You'll still be in action now. That's a great thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. You're going to do well.
So the Google compliance, I've never taken any time to look at it yet. I'm assuming that my Anchor Inn, my resort site, is Google compliant, because I believe they're going to look at that site as well, especially since that I did a little ad.
Yeah.
So that would probably be a good place to start, right? Is to get to the compliance. I mean, I don't want to start building without knowing what the compliance guidelines are.
Okay. So in the Elite tab,
yes,
I don't know if we've told you this before, but in the Elite tab down, if you scroll to, if you go to Elite Masterminds and you scroll down to the bottom, there's 2 recordings there with Christian Burr and Martin Strom, and you go to part 2 of that, and that's all about compliant websites, what you need, what you can say, what you can't say. It's a year or so old, or maybe 2 years old, but the compliance is still the same. Okay. So that will give you an idea of exactly what you're allowed to say and what you're not allowed to say.
Okay, wonderful. Right. Perfect. I have a path. That's great.
That's it.
Wonderful.
Good stuff.
So,
that's awesome.
The mastermind was wonderful, you guys. I wish I would have got there a little sooner, but had other obligations. And
that's fine.
Okay, that's all good. That's good. Yeah. And so that's a check-in point for you. You know, you can come along, because they'll be run weekly at that same time. It's just a check-in for you. If you're, want to contribute, you'll be able to contribute so much, even already. Yeah. People will be so inspired by you attracting leads already that you will start to attract a following yourself through the SFM community, because you're already getting results now. So be very proud of that. And, those are recorded as well. So they're put into our members group as well, which you would have seen yesterday. And so it's a great place to even come and discuss and ask those questions. And
you might have questions even after, you might listen to that and think, oh, I should have asked this, then pop that question underneath, and we'll be able to talk about that in the next one. So
that's it. That's it. That's it. And wonderful. It's just great. You're going to contribute so much to those masterminds, so much already.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden this SFM tribe has come out. I'm not sure why I wasn't exposed to it before. Is this something that's new? Or did I maybe just get invited to it? It just seems like all of a sudden this SFM tribe is out,
there's a lot of activity. Yeah.
Well, I was never aware of it. I'm like, what is this SFM tribe thing that all of a sudden has just popped up, and it's now, in my emails, and it's, it just seems to, I didn't even know, I wasn't even aware of it. So the SFM tribe, that's like the whole company sort of group, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm not comfortable with Facebook yet. I don't know what it is that I cannot wrap my brain around Facebook. Like when I go on your page, I'm always like, okay, where's the members group? Okay, I do not feel comfortable with Facebook. I don't know why.
That's okay.
Well, I think because the unfamiliarity, it's a little bit like when you're not sure and it's unfamiliar, there is a cautiousness around posting or pressing, or because you're concerned about how people are going to be notified and if this is going to blast to the whole world or is this going to blast to my whole friends. I've always been like that. Like I have to actually like double check what I'm doing, because I freak out a little bit about, like yesterday, Chris, our little video we did, because I was so tired by the end of the day. And I said, can we just do the video now for the 90-day Perth challenge? And we did it. And then I stupidly posted to my friend's page. Like, I'm going, I don't want that on there. So, and thank goodness I didn't just get up and leave, because I had, you have this inkling.
Yeah.
I go to the right page. Nope, it didn't. So quickly delete, pull it down, and then put it into the Perth challenge, because that's a different group altogether, because you don't really care so much about certain things, like what you say and what you do. So it's your cautiousness around it.
Yes, I guess that's what it is. Yeah.
Where is this gonna end up?
Yes.
Right?
Who am I talking to?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're right. You're right.
So SFM Tribe on Facebook is a closed group, so you're very safe by posting in there. It will post to the whole community, because everyone and anyone that's from a member up will be as part of that SFM Tribe. And so being part of that community is the same as being part of our private group. Okay, so anything that you talk about, reveal, ask questions, it's all kept in-house, kept in that group. And as you also could be part of the DEA Gold group as well. So that's something else maybe that you can just go onto Facebook when you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Just ask to join, and then they'll just bring you in. So
okay, good to know. I didn't know.
So SFM Tribe, DEA Gold, they're the two that you want to, and definitely you're part of our members group anyway. So you will start to the interaction's really good, and just even you don't even have to do anything in there. You just have a read and see what's going on with the posts, because people ask questions and are posting stuff all the time.
Right.
So that's going to be good. Yes. Very good.
That's going to be my challenge, is to get comfortable on Facebook, because I'm just not. I really am not. Even though I have an ad and everything for the resort, it's like I'm not comfortable.
Very understandable.
Absolutely, because I mean, Facebook came out so many years ago, and people saying, "Why aren't you on Facebook?" Oh, gee, I don't know. And I'm not comfortable with Facebook, and it's only just in the last few years, really, Trish, isn't it? Like the last 4 years or something that we've actually even been on there, and I hardly post on there at all. On my personal page. So it's just what you're comfortable with.
That's it. So you will develop that over time. It takes time to develop that and just get a little familiar with things. But I think any other questions, Crystal, before we close out the call?
No, I think that I have a good list of things to do. And it's going to keep me busy at least for another week, because I may not get in with Greg or Fiona until into February. I'll try. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
But
you know where to go to book in?
Well, I know I found it once, so I know I can find it again.
Okay. So you go DEA. I'll put it in.
Into the DEA. Yep.
Yeah. So you go into DEA login, you go to your gold.
Yep.
And then I think you've got mentorship or something like that.
Yeah.
And then you click on that, and then you'll see their availability. Yep.
Good enough. Yes, definitely. What else was I going to ask you? Nothing, I guess. There was something, but that's okay. It's gone now. But yes, I definitely have seen that. So Mike's been watching the silver a little bit.
Wonderful.
He's
Good.
he's working full time, so his is going to be a lot slower than mine. So he is looking at it. So we'll see where that goes.
That's great.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And down the track, I'm sure down the track, if he is really interested, we might be able to set something up with Samir and Faisal, like a little mastermind or something, to give him some idea of what they've done.
Right. Yeah, that would be amazing. Really, it would.
That's great. Okay, so
Wonderful.
2 things. Congratulations on your 200 leads, 200 plus leads.
Yes.
Congratulations on completing your website. You should be very, very proud of that. That's going to come in very handy in your journey. And just congratulations in general for turning up for the webinar and just for taking action. So you should be really proud of yourself. And I just look forward. Every week is something new. Every week, you've progressed. Every week there is something. So you should be really proud of yourself. Well done.
Yeah, it's excellent.
I am. And you guys are awesome leaders. You really are. I feel so comfortable to just come and ask. And it's really wonderful to be in your environment.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you
for that.
Thank you.
It's lovely, Crystal. Well, we'll talk again in a week.